I'm about to show you one of the most underrated tanks in the game. So guys, we are playing the 1-to-1 on Serene Coast and I'm absolutely in love with this vehicle. Why am I so in love with it? Because one, it's so underrated and I love underrated tanks. And two, because of the gun. The gun is so explosively good. Almost 3.9 thousand DPM with 440 alpha and also really good AP shell, 262 millimeters of AP shell and 340 heat shell. Really good shells actually. The only thing that's bad about this tank is the absolute lack of gun depression, and also the length of this tank is really long, and you're gonna have to be careful when you're trying to peek around those cooldown fights. Now I actually made a review of this tank. If you guys want to check it out, then I'm gonna put the link here. And well, if you can look at the map right here, you can see that almost the entirety of the enemy team is right in front of us, and they're just waiting for us to farm them one by one. And we are going to be able to make quick work of these guys, and trust me guys, you don't want to miss out on this, because we're going to be doing some insane amount of damage with some really good aiming and really good marksmanship. Actually, this little snippet of a replay was produced after having been playing this game for 14 hours during my subathon, which happened on the Christmas day. So now I was on a vacation, but now we're back, and we're also gonna have some exams soon, so I'm going to be able to try to make as many videos as possible, but February we're going to be back with full force. Anyway, back to the replay. As you can see, we already have 3.1 thousand damage, 640 blocked. The enemy still has 18,000 HP left in their team. We do make quick work of this I3, picking him up right here. Now we're just going to head up for the 704 kill and try to get angles on their tanks that are sitting on the bases. As you can see, the Tortoise and the TS5 both get spotted there, which means that we're going to have easy damage. As you can see, once again, using the gun depression here, trying to find those little spots. One shot put into the TS5. We're going to be reloaded now, and you can see that this DPM is just absolutely tearing our opponents apart, and there's nothing they can do about it unless they fall back. You can see that with some careful aiming, this tank is actually quite accurate. The only thing that's bad about this tank is, once again, I mentioned the long aiming time, the lack of gun depression, and also because it's very long, it's going to be kind of hard to pick around these kind of angles. But the Patriot is also going to get a meaty shot into him, 500 damage right there. And as you can see, we already have 6,000 damage, guys, and there's so much HP left to be farmed in the enemy team. And once again, the Tortoise gets spotted, and you can actually side script very well with this tank. This tank is kind of like a pseudo medium heavy tank, at least the gameplay wise, because you're going to have to be close because of that aiming time. And meanwhile, the AP is nice for sniping. Still, you want to make use of that really good DPM by connecting every single shot at close range, eliminate RNG dispersion factor. Now you can see the DLT actually goes unspotted there, but I actually put a shot into him right there. He loses 400 HP once again. Now we took some shots in from the Tortoise, unfortunately, but we already have 7.5 thousand damage, guys, under 4.5 minutes. That is incredible. Well, I'm going to try to look for an angle, try to farm the S-Conk, and we're going to have to make our way. And the S-Conk by Patriot actually makes a very careless peek and actually pick him up, getting my third kill. Already have 2.5k block damage, 7.6k damage dealt. And now there is an opening behind the enemy lines, and we're going to make our way through the bridge to actually have really good angles on this S-Conk and start also farming him. Meanwhile, the Jagdpanzer gets spotted. He does spot me in return, putting a really lucky shot into him, and actually he does not find the angle to shoot me right there, which is really good. The rock was in his way, and once again you can see that the S-Conk has 600 HP. Once again, 486 roll, doesn't really have any choice but to go forward. For some reason doesn't do it, he just lets me farm him pretty much. And well, he does pick up the 277, but it's fully open to us. Now at this point we can even lose the game, but yeah, already 9,000 damage, guys, in 5 minutes. That is pretty incredible in my opinion. Not many tanks can do this same kind of damage, and not many tanks can stay in the same kind of positions, because, well, this tank on paper might not have that much armor, but it's actually fairly okay, especially the upper plate. And we do find the TS5's back, putting a nice tracking shot in him, locking him in place. And now we're just going to make quick work of him as well, picking him up right there. Now the Tortoise and the Jagdpanzer are the only ones that are actually dangerous to us. Oh wow, look at the Jagdpanzer, where he comes from. Bad move, Jagdpanzer. He's not gonna expect me to have 7 seconds reload, is he? Getting my first tracking shot on him, I expect him to repair. Yes, he does, and he keeps coming around the corner, but to his dismay, unfortunately, I'm going to get a second angle here before he can even put his gun, lower his gun to shoot me. And well, now I'm going to have to make my way around and kill the S-Conk and the Tortoise. And you can see that The gun does troll a bit, but, well, which gun doesn't? And, well, this guy is going to be pretty surprised again by the rate of fire I actually possess, and, well, I'm going to pick up my 11,000 damage with this one kill towards the Askonk, and the Tortoise doesn't know that he's just going to get out DPM'd over here as well. Doesn't matter, he shoots me once, but I only have 6 shells left, guys. Means that this game I just pretty much completely obliterated the enemy team, and picking up our 6th kill, more than 12,000 damage, because remember the LT blind shot right there. And yeah, so you guys can see that the 121 is the undiscovered beast of the Chinese tier 10 tanks, and I completely and wholeheartedly recommend you to try this tank out, because it is super fun to play. If you guys want more insane content, check out my Twitch streams at twitch.tv/kajzoo. Thanks for watching.